Yo, what up? I remember to manually turn on streamer mode this time so there was no badoom. Hope everyone's been having a good day. I am feeling a bit under the weather. My throat is kind of messed up. I am not breathing super hot. But hopefully it's not too evident in the sound of my voice. But yeah, I have not been playing a lot of video games lately. I finished Deltarune chapters 3 and 4, and then a lot of my leisure time has been looking at people talking about Deltarune. Almost through chapter 2? Hell yeah. Forgot like 80% of what happened. Yeah, I generally do think that it's probably best to, like, if you are ever going to replay the earlier chapters, now might be overall the best time, because when you, like, it can take like upwards of like 20 hours to get through chapters 1 through 4 at this point, so that's like a whole ass video game playthrough, depending on how much time you're spending on side stuff and all of that. But hopefully it will not be as long between chapters from this point forwards, so you will not need to do a full replay to remember all of the things that happened. 15 hours for the first 2 chapters, yeah. I mean, like, depending on how good you are at the combat and how much you dig into secret stuff, like backtracking and talking to characters again, even though there's nothing new. But maybe there is, and sometimes there is. Yeah, it's... Deltarune chapters 3 and 4 are excellent. Like, you play Undertale, and it's like, oh, that was pretty great. And then you play chapter 1 of Deltarune, and it's like, that wasn't too bad. But then you get to chapter 2, and it's like, oh, wait, hold up. It's great again. And then 3 and 4 is a lot. Like, I feel bad even saying, like, oh man, chapters 3 and 4, they're even better, because it's like, it's... I don't want to make direct comparisons, and I don't want to set a lot of expectations. I, personally, had a fantastic time with chapters 3 and 4. It's... Chapter 1 spends a lot of time just setting stuff up. And not... It spends a lot of time setting stuff up that is just, like, better established in future chapters. So it suffers a lot from that, but... You know, back when Chapter 1 came out, it was a big deal. And when Chapter 2 came out, it was a big deal. Now when Chapters 3 and 4 came out, it's a good deal. I still really like... chapter 1. I think all of them are very good. Like, saying that chapter 1 is the weakest is just like, oh, that was my least favorite piece of this delicious tray of brownies. Like, it's all good. Do you like the edge pieces or centerpieces? I'm a centerpiece boy. I find I'm not big on... Like, the edge pieces will usually have, like, a little bit of that burnt taste, and for brownies, like, I enjoy, like, pizza crust and stuff like that. Like, I can dig on, like, ooh, this edge piece is, like, a little crispier, a little chewier, or something like that. But for brownies, I like them chewy, I like them soft the whole way through. And so when that part is my favorite, like, the centerpieces do it for me a lot more. Yeah, looking forward to Hawaiian barbecue tomorrow, especially because, like, I'm running out of food in the house. I'm running out of, like, all of my easy foods. I'm out of cereal. I don't have a lot of pretzel chips to go with what hummus is left. I don't have any Gardettos. I have, like, a little bit of white cheddar cheese that's left, but I'm running out of snacks. I'm running out of food. I'm just gonna have to subside on $5 protein shakes. Hella beans and rice with ground beef. That does sound pretty good. I'd have some of that if it were here. Yeah, I may be a little under the weather from something that that cult Birkenacker were suffering from. But I'll survive. I'll be alright. I did some arm exercises today because I talked a lot with Lawyer Dog about fitness stuff. Fitness stick in your mouth. Oh, got him. He told me about how, like, just one set of bicep curls to failure a day is just, like, real good. And then huge bonuses if you have protein within 5 hours after that. And for just, like, cardio, just walk enough. And he's telling me all these things about all of his fitness research, and it's just like, damn. That sounds real easy, and now I'm frustrated that I wasn't already doing it. Some exercise is infinitely better than none. Yeah, like, it is so relatively little effort to reach a point of just, like, general, like, fitness improvement, and then everything after that is, like, optimization. Just getting fitness returns faster. It's dumb. I think it's stupid how all that works. But, you know, I'm doing 15 to 25 curls with a 10-pound dumbbell, and then just going on dog walks and stuff like that. Pacing back and forth while talking to Lawyer Dog in the kitchen. 2 weeks later and you'll feel great. Yeah. Dog keeps bringing that up of just, like, I hate how much better I feel after, like, exercising regularly. It's like, yeah. It's like, oh, what's the best way to get a bunch of cardio? Oh, an elliptical machine. Bitch, I can't even fit, like, an exercise bike in my room. I can't fit an elliptical in here. Damn it. Gotta go outside. It's hot outside. There's bugs. It sucks. Fit D's exercise equipment in your room. Yeah. But yeah. Hopefully I continue to do exercise. I say hopefully that I continue to do a thing because my motivation can waver at times. I'm probably getting a Switch 2 this week, though. That'll be neat. And so if the gimmick series does not start on Saturday, then that'll probably be what I stream. Anyways, Metroid Prime 2. How about video games? Am I right, video gamers? Where is... There you are. Alright, I'm playing on hard mode. That's why I died the one time. Why are they making Metroid Prime 4? That's not a prime number. I'm sure it'll come up in the lore. But yeah, I was planning on, like, you know, not being in a particular rush to get the Switch 2, and then Lago messages me today, and he's just like, "Hey, I'm getting a Switch. Do you want me to pick you up one if they have multiple and will allow me to do that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I guess, dude." I mean, I am paying for it, but just... You want me to grab you one while I'm at the store? Like, yeah, I guess. Okay, so last time we got a visor, we got the purple thing, we got the underwater thing. We still don't have power bombs. And we had just delivered the power thing. We just delivered the energy to the energy controller, so... Now we head back to talk with Umos, I guess? Research lore. Okay, yes, I think we're going back to Umos. I think that's what's next. So that's a fake portal. That portal only takes you within, like... Yeah, Asp is making a joke about the anti-motion sickness center of screen pixel. Okay, that way. God damn it. And now there's a thing stopping me from doing the grapple. There we go. You did indeed miss Grapple Guardian and the Big Moth. Want some trivia? Go for it, bud. Yeah, Chicka Chicka is dead. I did it like this. Whoop-de-doo! The Grapple Guardian is the only enemy in the entire trilogy which is a required scan. You can't kill him without scanning him. Oh, does he not do the grapple attacks unless you scan him? Is that what's up? He doesn't do the grapple attacks until you scan him. Yep. That makes sense. Okay, so we're going this way. Wait, this way. Did you know the grapple can help you traverse pits? Oh, like a rope? When you put it that way, that's way more exciting. Jack Garland, run. He is missing vital information. I still need to play Stranger in Paradise. That game seems pretty good. What? Oh, right, I need to put it in the light side temple. Right. Yeah, the intent was I wait to deliver the energy because that would be a good way to start this stream. And then I forgot that I didn't do it. Why do you have so much fucking health? Good God. I took 40 ammo! Okay. Let's put the thing in the thing. I don't like the jetpack. I don't think it looks great. Like, this current look for Samus is, like, one of her worst, in my opinion. The dark suit with the big, bulky jetpack thing. I don't hate the dark suit. I just think this is one of her worst looks. Thank you! Energy transfer complete. This temple's energy has been restored! Scan that already, right? Yeah.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Yashaviertzvai.
Huh?
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Loshwet_2.
New record. Level 11.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Pixel
I think
Junior.
I got Lana with this many, but let me know if I missed. Oh, so that's not a glitch in my activity
Dan
feed.
Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Deity KF.
That's actually...
Dan Sapman gifted a
setting
tier
a
1
new
sub
record.
to Mix
Yeah, I
21300.
fucking bet. I think you didn't get me. Oh god.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Riki Moriwatori.
How does it pick who? However it feels
Dan
like.
Sapman gifted a tier
Oh, that's
1
gonna be the
sub
rest
to
of the stream going
Sidriosis.
like that, huh? Good lord, Dan.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Jim_Goblin.
Well, Jim got one at least. That's nice.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Siergs.
Yeah, thanks for the Nintendo
Dan
Switch
Sapman
too, I
gifted
guess,
a tier
Dan.
1 sub to
Good lord.
1996 JJP. Dan Sapman gifted a tier
Yeah,
1 sub
that last
to
one will show up
Michael 99W.
eventually.
Dan Sapman
Oh,
gifted
boy.
a tier 1 sub to Major_Leak.
I wonder if it will just keep going. I wonder if
Dan Sapman gifted a
the
tier 1
notifications
sub
will
to
just
Felizon.
break at some point.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Twitchita Begoft.
I mean, I have had many, like, unique individual
Dan
viewers
Sapman
over the
gifted a
years
tier
from
1 sub to
Mario
Nagaken.
parties and Mario 64 stuff. Like, anything that Lawyer Dog tweets an announcement for.
Dan
Or
Sapman gifted a tier
posts an
1 sub to
announcement for on
Giddy
Blue
Fog.
Sky.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Lola Buff. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Etherndie.
I don't know how long each of these notifications are,
Dan
so I
Sapman gifted a
genuinely
tier
have no
1 sub
idea
to
how long
Phoenix
this is going to
the
go. Nine, 10
Dan
seconds.
Sapman gifted a tier
gonna
1
be a while.
sub to Drake Travelig. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Labyrinto.
Waiting for gameplay to begin was so worth it. I mean, I feel like I probably would have had
Dan
to start
Sapman gifted a tier
gameplay.
1 sub to Permanent Band 3.
I don't know if I could afford to wait for all of these to go through.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Zephyro. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Ishikagable.
Oh right, Ishikakable.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Teddy Pam. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Albus Knight. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Strafer.
Just got here. Everybody's showing up after Dan does the thing.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to
Although
Daphne
Lana was here already and did not get hit by it. E-Tank.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Fluffy_Quark9. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Stars_Dragon.
Oh shit. Ash getting in on the train. 30 seconds to hit level 12?
Dan Sapman
For
gifted
some
a
reason?
tier 1 sub to Croquet. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Danal Anubis.
We have all the level 1 hype chests. What's a level 11 gonna look like? Hang on, what do I get?
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Skarn6942.
Bleed Purple HD. Great.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Strathorn.
What's that? How do I get there?
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Shelby46.
Well, I think I need to go back to the main temple either way.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Dubai Prince Rikas Tever.
You are not eligible to make this purchase.
Dan Sapman
What?
gifted a
They
tier
won't
1
let
sub
you
to
spend
Free
money?
Toffee 101.
Seems like a poor business decision.
Dan Sapman gifted a
I
tier
love
1
this.
sub to the _
Congratulations on winning the Kocha Waggle lottery. How many gift subs did Dan give out?
Dan
102.
Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Vulpus _Armory.
That was a lot.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Zeldrick.
Yeah, covering half of my Switch 2.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Kayako Cartoons.
Ash asked the sub 2 seconds before you did.
Dan
Oh,
Sapman
I see.
gifted a tier 1 sub to Needless16.
Oh, okay. That money didn't go to the Switch then. Some of the other money
Dan
that you gave
Sapman
me goes to
gifted a
the
tier
Switch.
1 sub to Ablucer.
Because most of the money is still Dan, even outside
Dan
of...
Sapman gifted a tier 1
explosions
sub
like
to
this.
Lunid Wagon.
Okay, fine. Some of the
Dan
money
Sapman
that
gifted
Lawyer
a
Dog
tier
gave
1
me
sub to Tony
will go
Shepard.
to the Switch.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Cosmic 320. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Eld1N. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Badrock.
Yo, what up?
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Arcadus79.
The Temple of Taurus glows with energy once more. Only one temple remains without the light of ether.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Ki Lucasechi Dahlia.
You must travel to our fortress high in the cliffs.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Sol Streaks.
The last temple lies in this fortress. Seek knowledge there before invading the Ing Hive.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Scribbleicons.
Be cautious in the fortress. The place was once guarded by machines of our creation, but now they are corrupted slaves of the Ing. They will not see you as a friend.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Sparkai 1987.
Our goal draws ever closer. Let the light of ether be your guide.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Louis Rascal. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Cooper the Saint Bernard.
You have weakened the enemy forces in Torvus.
Dan
Ing now
Sapman
fear
gifted
and
a
loathe
tier
your
1
name.
sub to Ray Fons.
Do not relent. Press on. Show the Darklings in Sanctuary no quarter.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Nwolfie 5. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Darkness Creel. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Orcus _21. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Nate Hemuth.
Okay, so where am I right now?
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Zinni Rune Paw. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Sean the Bat.
Oh, hey, Sean got one.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Stardo Original. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Churin Stevenson. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Geekotless. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Elfine69. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Luluga.
Maybe I should have kept count, so I would have an approximate idea.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Yukoyan.
Of how much longer this is going to go. Not like it matters.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Uriki 2002. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Ovier. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Zuzu_bug. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Rainwave by 4Do6TQ9. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to MC_Marco21. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Respectable Divination 9. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Daru250.
Oh my god. It's so rude. What was it?
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Olajide_1.
Bitch.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to ZyZRK.
You bitch! I hate this
Dan
thing so fucking
Sapman
much.
gifted a tier 1 sub to Phoenix Rider 01. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Phelan Boy 13. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Nikki 777777. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Oberoth 85.
Target has been dead for less than a cycle. Target has been drained of all bioenergy by a Metroid.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Tazatail.
Target's weapon systems were full. Apparently the Metroid that killed it caught it by surprise. It didn't have time to fire a shot in defense.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Flotrand.
Target has been dead for less than a cycle.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Kronobi.
Target has been dead. It has been drained of all bioenergy by a Metroid. Target's weapon systems are empty. It didn't go peacefully.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Not Economically Viable.
Oh shit, spicy name.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Sirija. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Mevern. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to the Space Jace. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Pelago 2024. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Ghost Pepper 9821. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Mesmog.
Oh.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Unsu Ingiran Ahmed.
How many subs were given? We're still working through the 100, I think.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to A_Matt_Dragon_.
And there are a couple of other notifications
Dan Sapman gifted
to
a tier
work
1
through
sub
after
to
that.
Sinishek. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Richter_Rat.
Can't believe I actually landed on that platform there.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Whitney Corpse.
We're already halfway there!
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Twisted. Dan
I don't have
Sapman
time to wait
gifted
for
a
yours
tier
to
1
pop.
sub
That's
to McFrugal.
fair. Thank you for the resub, Vital.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Sprout_. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Tenekai. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Lena Coyote. They have given 1837 gift subs in the channel.
1830 gift subs.
Ghost Trick. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Natazergal. They have given 1838 gift subs in the channel. Ash_Graytree gifted a tier 1 sub to an_Asp. They have given 167 gift subs in the channel.
My internet died for a minute, so I guess I missed out on the level 12 hype train. Joining in for the level 1 hype train.
Bingus.
So, thank you, Dan, for the 102, 103-ish gift subs. Cult for the 100 bits, Ed for the 100 bits, Ash for the gift sub, and Vital for the resub. And apologies to anyone else I missed. My activity feed UI is kinda broken right now. Holy cannoli. Yeah, kept the direct donation message nice and succinct. Luminoth subject expired 1.12 centicycles ago. Target Luminoth shares DNA with other dead Luminoth in the area. He is the father of that Luminoth. Scans indicate they died within moments of one another, likely from exposure to Ingstorm particles. Ow. Ow. Bioscan complete. Luminoth subject expired 1.12 centicycles ago. Target Luminoth shares DNA code with other dead Luminoth in the area. She is the daughter of that Luminoth. Scans indicate she died from exposure to Ingstorm particles. Okay, what does the message say? It didn't play the message again. Oh, okay, I can scan them. There they go. New creatures! Cluster of corrosive darklings. Contact with target swarm not recommended. Capable of corroding steel. The Ingstorm is a collective swarm of tiny ing. When banded together, they can emit destructive energy that over time can break down the most durable of alloys. Uh-huh. Well... it seems like this is the correct way to go. Maybe I just have to, like, heal up and push through. Not you again. Get me out of here. No, you didn't hit me. I don't exist. Oh, right, I don't have the echo system. Or do I? No, this is the dark visor. You know, 2 plus 2 actually equals 5 if you consider the rounding of 2.4 plus 2.4 equals 2.8, or equals 4.8. I'm very smart. That didn't do anything. There we go. Yeah, if you do a bunch of if you are vague enough with your math and like intentionally obtuse about understanding of basic functionality of math, then you can basically prove that anything equals anything. Then you're not doing math? Yeah. True. Numbers aren't real, just like money and government. You got it. You figured it out. Where's the nearest save room? Away. There's no save room, like, right here. I sure hope my plan of just walk through that hallway and tank the damage works out. I guess I haven't actually accomplished much. But... Actually, no, I should go find a save room. It's so fucking far. Oh, what if... Hold up. Let's try this. Just down the road. Can't miss it. Gotcha. Pranked, bro. God. Actually rounded the corner. Hmm. Okay, so is there not a phased thing? Oh, I hadn't scanned a grapple point yet. That's a lot of damage, but... Okay. Oh wait, there's more. I see. Probably dead here. Oh wait. Meow. So I don't actually know what to do. This is the worst room in the game. Fuck this room. Just grapple over to the other side. Also, there's a thing that will absolutely refuse to let you grapple over to the other side. Have fun. How do you kill the thing? Oh, you gotta use 5 of your dark beam ammo and a missile. But also it just flits around randomly, so your charged dark beam shot might miss, and also it's extremely slow. Every annoying thing in this game has annoyed me drastically less than that one room. Don't even know what's in that room. It's just a Metroid. It's just an Ing Metroid that's just floating around, bumping into you so you lose your grapple. Because if anything damages you at all, you drop out of your grapple. Later, Knives. Thanks for dropping in. I sure hope nobody is trying to actually be helpful in chat right now, because it is being completely drowned out by nerd shit. Not like I particularly want help right now. I'm still content to just explore, but I don't know what to do. You should jump in a pit. Yeah, sometimes that works out. Once you get past, like, high school level math, nothing matters anymore. I am playing a video game. Very observant. So much college level math. I don't know. They tried to teach me matrix math in high school. Right, I need power bombs to go this way. I'm just gonna wander around until the game tells me where to go. Once I hit factorization, that's where I stopped giving a shit about math. Which confused my computer science professor because he was just like, factorization is just doing code, but math. But it just did not work for me. My brain refused to process how factorization works. Didn't really get linear algebra in math class, just had to do it in yeah. A lot of math is just like, once you do it in context, it makes more sense. I guess I can go save. That's something to spend time on while waiting for the game to tell me where to go. Binomials and trinomials and stuff like that, like, I can get it. I can... That level of stuff I can at least process well enough to do my homework. A lot of factoring was just like, I straight up do not fully comprehend this. Do you want to go to Umos? I already did! He was like, go to the fortress. And my response to that is, I don't know how. What did you have to do factoring for in a math class? I don't remember. It doesn't help that my math teacher for the class where factoring became a thing that we were expected to learn, he was a terrible teacher. His handwriting was garbage, he, like, mumbled a lot, and, like, seemed to actively dislike explaining things. Like, if anyone asked a question, he seemed frustrated. Yes, polynomial factorization. Oh shit! There's a room I haven't been in. Oh, wait. Discord didn't exist when I was in high school. Okay, I'm pretty sure I needed the grapple beam to get that. So I guess we can go see if I can crack that open, and then go see if I can do the thing in the grapple beam. Yeah, broadly speaking, you are more likely to, like, be able to get a job in the video game industry if you have just made and released video games. But if you want to get in via having an education, then I don't think having more than one bachelor's will do much for you. Alright, so I can just do a loop-de-loop to get around there. Best way to get in via college is an internship? Yeah. Because Full Sail had such, like, an accelerated program, there wasn't really an internship program while you were still getting the degree. So, like, in theory, there were internships that you could apply for and potentially get into, but you basically would not actually be able to partake in any of them until it becomes like a post-grad thing, which is very awkward because then you are not getting living expense disbursements to continue living while you are doing these unpaid internships in some cases. I don't give a shit about what people cared about in math thousands of years ago. I barely give a shit about math now. I used to love math. Factoring single-handedly killed all of my interest in math. And it's, like, extra funny thinking about how that is the case because, I took a night course. Oh, right, I don't think I can access this door because I need the stupid fucking power bombs, Denzium! Ah! Right, so after the point where factoring was a thing and I lost interest in math, I still needed, like, one more math credit. in order to graduate, so I took a night course on data management, and that class ruled. All of the shit that I learned in that data management class felt like actually useful and practical and helpful, and just like I felt like I learned things and also had a good time doing it. And I was like, oh right, I can care about math a little. But like, university level math was just like, oh, I don't give a shit. But data management? Pick one, choose two. Real shit. Don't know what a data management class is. It's a lot of what we covered in that class was permutations and stuff relating to permutations. I wish I remembered more about that class, because that shit is super helpful. That shit is like actually practically good and can be used in a variety of circumstances. Combinatorics, yeah, that sort of thing. Right, so drop down, go over there. Used calculus on the visual novel. I'm sure you would find an excuse. You nerd! You're a nerd! You want your cameras to be jerky? If more things were jerky, maybe I wouldn't get hungry quite as often. Oh, you were reticulating splines? I love that reference. Right, I can't do this. I don't need the stupid grapple beam. I need the stupid... I need the spider ball. Damn it. How do I switch to the dark world again? I don't remember which button is 2. There we go. Okay, so need the combo beam for that. Yeah, I don't think there's anything for me here. The camera system in Super Mario World is insane. The camera in Super Mario World is like... They did it so good. Like, they figured it out so handily that you look back at it and it's like, oh, how can anyone make a platformer and not see this and realize all of the ways that their camera is bad? Sonic. Yeah, a lot of Sonic cameras are bad because they don't show you, like, what's happening far enough ahead of you. Which is something that Mario World did really well. Make a game where the camera doesn't move. Yeah, that's the big brain play. One of the best ways to solve a problem, especially in game dev, is find a way so you don't have to solve the problem at all. Doing game dev is like picking content to do in RuneScape. You don't have to do what you don't want to. I mean, to a certain extent, yeah. There's probably a way to do it different so you don't have to do it the way that you don't want to do it. Not perfect solution, but in theory, that'll get you there. I needed to blow those up to get ammo, you dipshits! Either your characters are really well thought out and thoroughly tested, or they're not getting in. See, that's one of the things about making games, is that doing good testing is really, really hard. Like, you want to have a lot of people getting their hands on your game, but even more important than that is having, like, managing that process well. Having ways of actually getting any useful information out of testing. Yeah, like, the thing about testing is that there are various forms of testing. Like, QA is not a one-size-fits-all solution. Like, you need people who know how to break a game. You need people in there who know, like, the right ways to test things to get the most destructive results. But you also just need the average player. Like, it's good to have a couple of me's on a team, but you want way fewer me's than you want, like, lawyer dogs. But you can't have all lawyer dogs, because you still want the majority of your data to be based off of the average experience. Yeah, Asp, from what I saw about your contributions to the VN, you are very much the kind of person that drives producers absolutely loco. You were not making things to spec. You were like, oh, but I can do this, and so I will. Did exactly what Slinko asked. Yeah, but when I say to spec, I'm not saying, like... When I say you didn't do things to spec, I'm not saying you, like, didn't do what you were supposed to. I'm saying, like, you took the requirements and went beyond the requirements. Research, not implementation. Yes. I mean, it's not like a lot of you had a lot of familiarity with what the spec needed to be. But I saw a lot of getting carried away by, like... unnecessary aspects. One of your features being too good. Yeah. I'm not intimately familiar enough with all of the ins and outs of the production to say. But there was a lot of time spent on making things, like, better than they needed to be. Which, in the case of, like, actually utilizing those systems in future products, yes, sure, that's fine. Especially because it's not like you were on any kind of distinct timetable. I didn't mean to... I forgot, this is a cutscene hole. I'm a fool! Game development is hard. And complicated. Yeah, I don't necessarily think it was scope creep, per se, based on my understanding of the situation. I'm sure there was some, but scope creep is... The issue of scope creep is just, well, what if we put more in? And I don't think there was a ton of that. Scope creep is, like... Oh, I figured out how to do a fishing minigame, so we're going to implement the fishing minigame. And then it's like, well, okay, we can't just implement the fishing minigame. The fishing minigame needs assets. It needs it needs to be fitted into the existing game space, and then additional testing needs to be done about, okay, well, is the fishing minigame, and if we put the fishing minigame over here, is that going to break anything? Because there's like a cutscene that happens nearby, there's an event, so does the fishing minigame's event interact, conflict with this cutscene at all? And that is how scope creep works. It is a knock-on effect of, I'm gonna put in a little extra. And then it balloons out. Scope creep is new, unplanned features rather than over-polishing existing features, which the book terms gold plating. That's a good term for it. Yeah, I am not attempting to shit talk your contributions or anything like that, or say you did a bad job or anything like that. But it is easy to fall into the hole of, what are the ways that I can make this better? And doing that when you could be finishing other stuff. So, the super missile door over there? Is that anything? Let's go look at that. I'm gonna go see... I might need a nudge, but first I'm gonna go look at that super missile door. So it's here, yeah. Stop. Stop having invisible enemies teleport in front of me. Okay. How do you draw better? Practice. Oh, draw better in Magic? Oh, yeah, no, just be luckier. I mean, it's not like Slinko had been in charge of a video game development production environment before. That's also not necessarily an intuitive thing. Bioworms, yep. Interface control method unknown. Control units not present or visible in the visible spectrum or current time space. Okay. Uh-huh. Phrasing. Okay, I get it now. I just had to reread that text that I had read multiple times in the past. But it has been recontextualized. Is there anything? There's probably something up here, right? There's nothing up here. I'm cooking nothing. No, bug. Bug in real life. Ugh. It landed on my arm. I didn't even kill it, I just swiped it off, and I don't know where it is now. Aw, my cool spaceship isn't also existing in the dark world. What a shame. What? I should have scanned that. Sky Temple key. This is one of the 9 keys needed to open the Sky Temple. Oh boy. I found the fucking Chozo artifact. A new lore! Soon I shall pass to the final rest. My key is in place, though my spiritual link to the others... Through my spiritual link to the others, I know where their bodies lie. I shall leave this knowledge that their last location in the light world can be known. May this knowledge lead our warriors to the Sky Temple keys, hidden in creatures invisible to naked eyes. Great. The time draws near. Hear the words of Akul, she they call Champion of Ether. Know that my warriors fought and died with uncommon valor. Do not look unkindly upon their failure, for they died to save us all. Mighty Jifm. In the last, what did you see? Was it one of our gates closing, sealing the scorched land from our holy ground? The one who shall move the pillar of holy ground shall see your soulless body. May the light of Ether shine upon our enemies forever. The key of Akul has been placed, its lock forever open. I see. The Izzle, who shall disturb you among the trees of holy ground? Judicious courage. In a small chamber within the depths of a high fortress, he lies silently. Loyal Sidrus, he no longer breathes, looking down at the great bridge of a holy fortress. Gentle Sidrus, with a bearer pod, he sleeps in a flooded temple. Brave Sidli, beside the marsh of a raining land, she laid her body forever. Hear the words of Akul that you may find a key lost to our cause. Gallant Besidle, she lies deep in a fortress of dry land. Hear the words of Akul that you may find a key lost to our cause. Noble Gisidal lost his soul before a fortress in the scorched land. One Sky Temple key has been returned. You must find 8 more. The key of Day has been placed, its lock forever open. A future of peace and beauty awaits you. So it's time to keep in mind that I need to whip out the Dark Visor anytime I am near a Luminoth body. I made progress on a thing that is not important right now, but will be, I'm sure. Unless the Sky Fortress is the place that I'm supposed to go, but I don't think it is. I think that's the place after the place I'm currently supposed to go. It kind of seems like the final zone. Just from vibes. Trying to go to Sanctuary Fortress. Right. Okay. I know where to go and what to do. Just gotta go there and do that. There's a P there, huh? Is there any temple ground you haven't been to yet? I know there is a... there's a gate that I can open that will take me to an area where there is a thing that I haven't interacted with yet. Oh, I can't actually get up there? Really? Later, Neo. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I know where I'm going from here. Just need to go there. But I am gonna probably not take the most optimal way to get there, due to curiosity. Oh, I'm locked in. Let's see. There we go. Right, is this just a one-way portal? Is that why there's not a portal on the light side? Right. Those exist. The one-way portals. Okay. So I need to get all the way back to the other side. I need to go to this room, because there's a thing in that room that has been recontextualized, and now I know why it matters. Really fuck up the visual compression on this VOD. Excuse me. And then we just go straight across. It will be basically right next to the room that I care about. So over here, right, I went down the wrong elevator. I need a stupid fucking power bomb to get through this hallway. Time to go and do 2 more elevators. So I thought it was straight across, but no. I was wrong! Elevator Andy. Freaking out when I go the wrong way in Metroid, call that elevator panic. Which is only a joke if you just recognize the name Elevator Panic. It's not a joke. You know what is a joke though? Funny number. Aww. Okay. You gotta do this. Hooray! I could have done that like 20 minutes into the stream. Hey. Quit that, you. I did not read... I did not remember the wording on the scan. Because I did not reread it. Beyond this door, the path to the Sanctuary Cliffs lies. Once a place of peaceful residence, now a fortress for those who make war. May it find tranquility once more. Let me scan you. Luminoth turret. Automated heavy defense system. Heavy beam weapon system of Luminoth design. Evade its fire with quick movements. See ya. The Sky Temple. We learn that the ruler of the Ing dwelled in a place dubbed the Sky Temple by our forces. This place held the planetary energy of Dark Ether as well. It was heavily guarded, and entry was barred by a great gate requiring 10 keys to unlock. These keys were hidden throughout Dark Ether by the Ing. A mission was planned, one that would find the hidden keys and recover our missing energy from the Sky Temple. Elevator system online. Access to Sanctuary Fortress granted. Well, we found one key, and it was left there by what is now a corpse. So yeah, probably didn't go the best. Ooh. This is a Luminoth security sensor array. Array is online and transmitting data. Data feed appears to be compromised, however, it's possible the enemy is using this array. Access to temple grounds. Luminoth subject Expired 1.4 decacycles ago. No evidence of Ing possession present. Wounds on the subject were of Luminoth origin, not Ing. Traces of machine fluid suggest an attack by a mechanoid. Luminoth subject expired 1.4 decacycles ago. Fatal wounds on subject appear to have been caused by Luminoth heavy weapon systems. Structural analysis complete. This is a statue of Ebiter, the founder of Sanctuary. He lived for nearly 5 centicycles and died in hand-to-hand combat during the first Ing attacks. Security ring is locked down and active. You may be able to access its control system and move it to an open position. Ring control system engaged. I'm stuck. That was stuck on the wall. These things are doing a lot of damage. Serenity class drone, independent maintenance unit. Roving mechanoid assigned to cleaning duties. Unit is unarmed and unarmored. I got fucking nothing out of killing all those things. Target is part of power generation system. It appears to be a massive electro-dynamo wheel. Unit is locked in auto-run cycle. Security ring! I needed to kill those things. They might give me juice. 'Cause I'm dying. Ooh. Ah. Hey buddy, are you ready for the spider ball? This is probably where you get it. Oh my god, it's a space pirate! Units possess ultra-secure lock systems. Destroy them to uncover their contents. Yeah, you can't break the lock on this thing, but you can just destroy the whole thing. If you want. Goodbye. Panel is laced with Grobnite and Denzium. Just taking over-unders on every single object in the game, whether or not it is comprised of Denzium, and just go Denzium every time. You got like a 50-50 shot. Structural analysis complete. Wall section is structurally unsound. Heavy cannon may damage it. A dabbled ends a dulia. New things. 50% small, 100% octopede. Rogue delivery drone. Lightly armored, disrupted units can explode in self-defense. Target is part of a light energy processing system. Power from these globes is transferred to other parts of the fortress complex. Security lockdown prohibits local access to energy stores. Okay. We're pretty good on energy again now. What are you? Target mechanoid is an inactive combat drone. Unit is offline and in power conservation mode. No command signals are being received. Combat systems offline. Defense grid is not energized. AI does not respond to transmissions. That's good. That means I don't have to worry about these things. Resbit. Rogue patrol drone. Variable beam cannon and digital virus delivery system makes target very dangerous. Barrier shield and phasing power help protect it from damage. See ya. Quad MB. Rogue combat drone. Main body specializes in close combat. Lower venting system can be attacked by can be damaged by concussive attacks. Boost attack can disrupt its vortex spin. You are a separate scan. Combat module relies on range attacks. Beam shield can be breached by opposite polarity systems. Unit is part of a reactor maintenance system. These servo mechanisms continue to function despite a lack of supplies. Radiation levels have not crippled the units, but continued exposure will eventually lead to a decline in efficiency and ultimately shutdown. Unit is part of the reactor control system. Unit is offline. Reactor operations are on automatic function. Unable to access security codes, the system will remain online. Unable to interface with door control system, cannot translate Luminoth text. Like cyan, light blue, white, something like that. Hey, save room. I'm not colorblind, and I'm not quite sure what color Luminoth language that's supposed to be. Whee! Oh, I can spider ball onto that thing. Alright. Powerbomb! This is a gyroscopic ring. Unit is part of an energy production system. It has been running for the same process for approximately 30 cycles. Appears to be in automated mode. Manual bypass mode may be used to override function. This is a simplistic maintenance unit, programmed to perform routine tasks. The unit functions well despite several decacycles of service. Gyroscopic systems engage. Safety systems online. Safety lockdown code is as follows: Amber, Cobalt, Crimson, Emerald. ACCE. Amber, Cobalt, Crimson, Emerald. Amber. Cobalt. Crimson. Emerald. Whee! Bridge is made of denzium! Drink for denzium. Well, denzium will protect most of your belongings from basically anything that isn't a power bomb. That's a pretty good deal. Ingworm cache, living storage of units of the Ing Horde. They wrap their bodies around useful items. Dark Diligence Drone. Darkling possessed maintenance unit. Unit gains strength from Ing Symbiote. A high-powered burst of light energy can damage it. And then more of these stupid Metroids. Missiles! I didn't think I was going to be getting a missile pack and a dead end there. I kind of thought that was progression, but... I didn't mean to do that. I hit the button but didn't notice that it didn't switch. Hey now. That's a Hive Temple key. Step into the hologram to activate the elevator. Huh. What's over here, though? What do the Ing do when they're not fighting Samus? Oh, you know. Things and stuff. They verb the adjective noun. Fight Luminoth, yeah. A lot of that. I thought I switched off of the Dark Beam. The ammo pickup sound kind of vaguely reminds me of, like, older game pickup sounds. Like, I think one of my favorite, like, ammo pickup sounds is from Shadows of the Empire. Very clicky, very mechanical. Whee! Indestructible barrier shield. There's a control system. Controls not present in the current the visible spectrum or current time space. Uh-huh. Why did I have this stupid dark beam equipped again? I'm wasting ammo. Nice. Alright. Made it. Mm-hmm. Powerbomb door nearby. I'm not trying to look at the magnetic rail, I'm trying to scan the thing. Let this be the final testament of the warrior Kvurch. I have no more shells for my weapons. For the enemy I have naught but the blade and fist. Let them come. They wait in the works, hissing and slithering like beasts. Let them. When my war cry comes, there will be a dread final reckoning. Come forth, hated enemy. Let there be an end. Okay. So, the thing, the key that guy had is in the works. Whatever that means. Copy and rotate a save. If you start working on a puzzle in a room, you should try and finish it without leaving. Huh. Thank you for the warning, Kickin' Dev. Have a good sleep. Hopefully it's fine. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. A new creatures! Diligence class drone. Roving mechanoid with energy-based attacks, vulnerable to dark energy. Hey, go get the spider ball in the dark world before coming here. You're wasting your time. Any unfinished puzzle room has a chance of GBJ. That's what he made it sound like. Nice. Sonic security system. Okay, so I still don't have that. Guess we'll go this way. Guess I won't go this way. Oh, wait. Hold up. There's a Sky Sanctuary key over there. I cannot get to it yet. Luminoth Sentry Pod. Anti-gravity thrusters offline, magnetic defense barrier active. Unit is no longer transmitting security data. It appears to be in a holding pattern. It really feels like the only meaningful upgrades left are Spider Ball and Power Bomb. New creatures, Mechlops. Luminoth designed mechanoid gatherer with powerful jaws removes intruders forcibly. Ah. I see. Unit is main dynamo core. Unit is unstable, it can't be destroyed with conventional weapons. A tremendous kinetic impact may damage it. Target is part of the main dynamo. Unit is unstable, safeguards offline. This unit needs to be shut down manually. Target is part of the main dynamo. Unit is unstable, safeguards offline, needs to be shut down manually. Elevator online. Security door is active. Use nearby control system to open the door and gain access to an adjacent area. Yeah, dude. Sure. I'll find the solution to that eventually. Oh. Okay. Not even allowed to get even a little close. But this might take me down there anyways? Okay. Can't translate that yet. Elevator online. Yep. Regardless of angle. Not allowed. Echo keybeam system. Sonic detection gear needed to interface with the system to shoot the Echo keybeam emitter with a sonic pulse to activate it. Alright. Can't get to sleep at a hotel because your neighbor needs to set off a power bomb to open the closet. God, there's so much Denzium in this game. It's goddamn everywhere. Is the security access nearby? Maybe these echo things are part of the security access to get through that door, so I can't actually do anything here yet. No. Oh, it's dragging me all the way. Damn it. You can keep me out once, but not twice. I still can't go there. Go back up. Huh. I go through this door in the dark world. Wow. Gotcha. Right. Sonic security.
Bribing Hat to get hit by the respite special attack. I promise it doesn't kill you, it's just funny.
I believe you. And I may use that 100 bits to get hit by the special attack. But what do I do? Because I can't go back, because I don't have thing, but I can't find the thing in this part of the level. But it might be somewhere. I'm just really imperceptive today because I'm tired. Unreasonable amount of money being thrown at me tonight. Ooh. Oh, whoa, what's this? What about a super duper missile? Nothing. Come on. There we go. Target is part of a security system. Shoot the targets to rotate the lens components, orient beams to matching frequencies. This will deactivate the security system they control. Ah. Ah. I didn't try shooting the thing, despite that being, like, one of the only verbs in this game. there we go. Uh-huh. When you only have a gun, everything looks like a target? Evidently not. Finished Deltarune Chapter 4? Nice. It's pretty good. Okay. Target is part of the main dynamo. Unit is offline. Surface is no longer charged. Cleared for contact and use as a walkway. Alright. Like, I can walk into this room now, but still doesn't seem like there's much I can do with that information. Like, in theory, I need to stop the other thing from moving. Not sure how to accomplish that. It's like I can go over to this platform. Oh, but there's a thing. There's a thing on that platform. Oh, this is huge. Elevator online. Oh, and I can open up this door? Nice. And I go up over here. That's insane. Wreckage is blocking access to a control system. You'll never fucking guess what they're made of. Go on, guess. You won't get it. This is density. Ah, you got it! You're so smart. Well, this seems like a boss room. Let's do it. No, it's like really heavy, like really, really heavy. Nobody could ever push the debris out of the way. It's like really heavy. Kinetic orb cannon offline, huh? Kinetic orb target is active. Now this is a hell of a room. Component of an incomplete mechanoid. Design similarities exist between incomplete unit and the rogue mechanoids of Luminos design found throughout the area. Dark Quad MB, Darkling Possessed Combat Drone. Ing Possession strengthens target main body, specializes in close combat, boosts attack, and disrupt its vortex spin. Come on, let me up. Yeah. Oh, is this taking me to the power room? Because if that's the case, that's usually where I get new translation software. Have to stay away from power bombs because you have a Denzium hit replacement. I mean, totally fair. Luminoth subject terminated 1.1 decacycles ago. Subject has taken damage from a number of Luminoth weapon systems, most likely those used by rogue Luminoth combat drones. It took more than the Ing to defeat this warrior. Luminoth holo projector online. Automated message initiated. Here are the words of O'Lear, the last sentinel of the fortress temple. May they serve you well. Here's how to speak light blue. This used to be a great fortress, a safe haven for our people during the war. It also holds portals to the Ing Hive, the heart of their dark tribe. During the war, I built a number of mechanical sentinels to join me in battle. They were made to fight the Ing, and fight them they did for a time. This isn't a ghost. This is a recorded holo projector message. It's fine. Don't worry about it. One by one, the Ing corrupted them, and now they attack with no mercy. Many went to Dark Ether with their Ing masters. Expect them when you are in the Hive. The Ing like to use them as guards. The Ing will protect their home with a great ferocity. In all our battles, the Hive has never fallen. I've updated your translator module. You can access devices and doors coded with cobalt holograms. Search the areas now open to you. If only I could join you, redeem my fallen honor in battle, but my time has passed. Good luck. Let the light of ethers show you the way. My reading capabilities are poor at the moment. Ooh, and a full heal. Doesn't seem like a pre-recorded message. That's just how the Luminoth were. You're very dramatic. While our forces on Dark Ether fought desperate battles against superior numbers, our best minds completed their work. The energy transfer module, a device designed to recover our lost planetary energy, was ready at last. A force of our greatest warriors was assembled, each equipped with the best armor and weaponry available. We sent this brave cadre of fighters to invade the Sky Temple and seize the missing energy lying within. Ing are like the X in that they can take over any biomechanical thing and use it to kill you. Generally, yeah. Mechanobite. Wall-walking mechanoid. Mechanoid uses magnetism to propel projectiles at enemies, vulnerable to simultaneous explosive blasts. Huh? Oh, you bitch, you bitch, you're a bitch. Woo! Security clearance approved on door systems online. Power restored to kinetic orb cannon. Unit locked in current firing position. Auto fire feature enabled. Whee! And again. Now you can go back and forth. Spider Guardian. Spider Ball powered Darkling. Target uses Spider Ball power to cling to walls. It seems to have a connection to the energy system in the area. Overexposure to energy may disrupt it. 80% of logbook scans. .2D boss fight. Damn it. Oh, I actually have to hit it a little bit. Now I can do the thing. I skipped the step of dealing no damage to it a little bit. You have no idea how much this boss used to piss people off. Well, we'll see how I feel about it once I actually finish the damn thing. This is the second wall to the game. Huh. Damn it. There we go. No, I didn't want to. There we go. Yep. Hooray! Uh-huh. All right. It is a strange boss fight. Huh. Ah, I see. I see. I got it. I see it. This thing does a lot of damage, though. It's not great. Okay, so we'll go over here. Activate this one. We'll go up here. Activate this one. And now I think I do that one more time. No, let me up. No, let me up. Okay. Okay, so block off the door. Block off that door. Then block off that door. I defeated the Spider Guardian. Hooray. That was fine. Observe. Ball. Spider Ball. I can now attach to Spider Ball tracks. Congratulations for defeating that boss. Here's a power bomb door. Come back later. Go back into the maze and use the new ability that you just got. Hey, missiles. And now I'm back here, and now I can go up there. Fantabulous. I can go back to the main Euro chamber. I can skip this thing. I can go in this door that I didn't go in earlier. Uh-huh. Need to lower the grapple points somehow. There's probably some Denzium up there. Seems like I can't do it yet. But I can go over here. Alright, I guess I'm still missing like 3 key items of the power bomb. Well, I'm missing at least 2. The power bomb and the sonic thing, right? A massive Ing attack came to the land of Aegon. Soon the temple of Aegon was surrounded by the Horde with no hope of salvation. Our gallant warriors were slain, and Aegon fell to the enemy. Our blood chilled when we learned the energy within that temple was drained. The Ing had found the energy transfer module and were using it as a weapon against us. It's called the Spider Ball, it's just the Magnet Ball. What percentage of spider is acceptable? Preferably as, like, little as you can get away with, which is usually 0. That's my preferred amount. But I mean, I'm sure people could go like, oh, well, you know, DNA, spider, like, this thing that you don't hate is, like, this percentage spider. Yeah, I guess. Doesn't really make me like spiders. Okay, be hit by the special attack. I don't really know what constitutes as the special attack. Why will it not let me scan these things? Oh, there it is. ZAB to reboot system. Broke the dang UI. Boost ability can propel the spider ball away from magnetic rails. Aha! Neat. Yeah, for a moment there I was definitely worried that it was going to, like, crash something. Did not look intentional, but I guess that's the intent. I would never do British things other than drink tea, I guess. I would eat fish and chips. I guess there's that. Still going for full 4 hours. I honestly can't say for sure, because I am very tired, but also I'm enjoying myself. Oh, we're back here. Of course you're enjoying yourself, you aren't using ammo. What, like, the only time when I have a good time is when I'm not using my resources? You think I'm that stubborn? I use heat moves. I use resources. Oh, scannable. Luminoth security sensor probe. Probe is active, its transmissions are being monitored by numerous sources. Enemy forces may be using the probe to collect intelligence data. Ooh, fall damage. Oh, fake fall damage. Right, the health bar lights up, but it doesn't actually deal the damage. None of the shattered hope. None of the warriors sent to the Sky Temple returned. Our forces searched Dark Ether for them in vain. Of the energy transfer module, there was no sign. Though saddened, we set out to prepare another mission, to build another module, to try once more, to save our dying world. Been summoned by gift sub. Howdy hey. Yeah, Dan went absolutely loco with the gift subs. We're playing Metroid Prime 2 right now. We just got the magnet ball. It's going great. Spider ball track. I have no idea why Dan gifted 100 subs. Not that I'm in any position to complain. I'm just unaware of there being a particular occasion. No, let me past. Damn it. Oh wait, can I go up here? Nope. And patience is costing me health. Yeah, Dan just doing Dan things as he does. Oh my god. No! I hate this. This is worse than any part of the Spider Guardian. Let me up. Okay. It's fine, actually. No, it's... Actually, you know what? Double down. It is worse than any part of the Spider Guardian. The Spider Guardian was totally fine. I could see the Spider Guardian being a lot more difficult than it was for me if you don't have as many E-tanks. Because that thing was dealing damage. Yeah, 2 fewer E-tanks? Brutal. A lot of people did not enjoy ball combat. That's fair. Well, like, it wasn't difficult. Even if I wasn't enjoying it, I don't really think of it as difficult. Ugh. Ball felt way slipperier. I mean, it felt pretty slippery for me. Missile expansion acquired! Hamster simulator. Except hamsters love being in the ball. I'm happy to be out of the ball. Mechanism Ing Smasher. Rogue Assault Drone. Mechanoid capable of generating earth-shattering shockwaves, energy shield can be breached with opposite polarity beam systems. Oh, there's multiple. Where did my light beam shot go? Oh, we got him. Oh, right. Forgot about that. My ammo. It's like a major encounter, since it locks me into this room. Ah. Sneak past here. I didn't actually remember. I just was trying to shoot a missile while I had a fully charged dark shot. They were unrelated. Because that uses like a lot of ammo. I guess that's why I'm down to 48 out of 150. Gotta keep an eye out for little ammo canisters, I suppose. A Samus Between Worlds. Okay. A hazing cliff. It's over here. Oh, wait. Nice. High-powered burst of light energy. Okay. So, charge light shot. It's nothing! Right, there was a missile pack back there, I think. Didn't even get any ammo from those guys. Very rude. Go up here. Go in here. Haha! Dark Temple key. Key Aquired. So, elevator. There's a little something over here. Aha! You dick! There we go. Cool room. Ow. Ow. Unit is part of a reactor maintenance system. These servo mechanisms continue to function barely. Radiation levels and exposure to local atmosphere has severely impaired their ability to function. Continued exposure will lead to shutdown. Oh, yellow door. Alright, well there's a blue door and a red door on the other side. So let's see what's up with these two. Ammo station? Love that. This is huge. Ammo supply replenished. Alright. I didn't wanna... Darn it. Congratulations, you restored all of that ammo you spent in the 5 seconds away. Oof, ouch, I walked into a big laser. Gonna need some more ammo. Aha! I should have gone to this one first. I would be up a missile. Ow. Alright, I guess in addition to the Sonic thing, the sound cannon or whatever, and power bombs, I'm also going to need a new suit. Because I need whatever suit allows me to deal with the ing particle things. This was a mistake. Damn it. Another attachment like the gravity booster? Maybe. I mean, I feel pretty confident that I'm going to get a light suit at some point, just with the way that these games go. Excuse me. Whoop. The shine spark in this game. I don't know. I don't think so. But it might be. Because I don't think this game really wants to encourage you, like, trying to bump into enemies while in first person. Right, I need the Sonic Blaster to get through here. Okay. It is kind of annoying to, like, look at a room on the map and it's like, oh, I need the light beam to go through the door. And then I get over there and it's like, oh, the light beam door is behind this other kind of door that you need this other ability to get through. Especially between, like, multiple play sessions, it can be really difficult to track that kind of thing. If you wanted to go to heaven, but God said he... It looks like this... It looks like this barrier is made of densium. Recover missing gear. The bog? Huh. Alright, go get your power bomb. Alright. If you say so. Thank you for the follow, Peritu. I mean, if I get the power bomb, I'm basically out of things to complain about. Alright. To the bog. Ow. Wait, there's a T down there. I can read blue now. What's behind the T? Found a furry that plays Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. Hell yeah. I'm currently on my first playthrough of the Metroid Prime trilogy. And then I will be streaming Metroid Prime 4 whenever that comes out. Welcome to the stream. I stream a lot of different stuff, not just Metroid Prime, but I am currently playing Metroid Prime 2 and having a good time. Pretty good game. Twitch TV found you. Hell yeah, algorithm, let's go. The algorithm gave me a boost because someone donated 100 fucking subs earlier today. Ow. Hey, it's like 25% Yakuza games. Because that's on Tuesdays. I can't remember how many actual streams there's been of Yakuza and Like a Dragon, but I know it is over 1,000 hours. Because that series is long. Okay. Sanctuary entrance. Okay, sweet. Oh, by weight, because they are denser games. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, like we're doing Metroid Prime on Mondays, starting up a new Like a Dragon Studios, RGG Studios game on Tuesday, tomorrow. That's gonna be Lost Judgment, which is a cool detective game. Looking forward to that. Thursday we're starting up Ghost Trick, because I recently finished up a bunch of playthroughs that I was in the middle of. And Saturday is kinda whatever. Oh shit! The bridge! I needed that. I appreciate all of the ways that Judgment is different from, like, even the mainline Yakuza games. But I've heard Lost Judgment is better than the first one, so that's exciting. Unable to scan target. Gotta go up there yourself. Gotta go to the fucking bog and get your power bombs, because we got densium. Yeah, at least when Samus is going around blowing stuff up, she is opening paths. Dark Samus is closing paths. That's how you know she's evil. Oh hey, it's the thing on the whatchamacallit? The attract mode. Whoa. Whoop. Just in case you're not fully appreciating that spider ball mode you just got. Here, check this out. Oh yeah, I could also go back to the the first major zone place. Because there was the room with the 3 elevation puzzle things that you can use the spider ball to get a thing. I mean, once I get the power bomb, then nothing can stop me. Ow. Okay. So... right. The wastes. So, we're not going to the wastes right now. We're going to the bog. So there, and then second right. Go up the thing, down the thing, to the right. And then follow the path. Alright. Ow. Denzium 2. Seems like this surface is made out of some kind of super denzium. Menzium. Menzium requires a lot of menergy to smelt. Playing Prime as a kid, thinking that it was really neat, but you're too dumb to figure out where to go, what to do. Yeah, that's one of the biggest issues with games of this sort, games of this ilk, that it can be really easy to get lost, especially if you are young and have not developed your map reading skills. And also if your memory is bad. You were all dumb babies when you first played this game. Not me, because I first played this game like a month ago. I first played Metroid Prime 1, basically, for the first time. A month ago. Is there a cobalt door in the temple? I don't think so. Whee! Excuse me. Whee! I did not want to morph ball again. Okay. And so through here, hang a left. Felt dumb playing the remaster because the map regularly like tells you where to go. Yeah. But that's why I specify like before you developed map reading skills and stuff like that, because that's how you get around. That's how you know what the game is telling you when it's telling you, hey, go over here. Like, if you don't really know how to comprehend a map, the game telling you, showing you on a map, just like, hey, over here. That's not gonna help a huge amount. Does PrimeHack walk faster than native hardware? I don't think so. Like, it's running smoother, and, like, some of my motion might be faster because I'm using a mouse. I think it just looks smoother more than it actually is any faster. Although these games ran at 60 on the GameCube, didn't they? So I don't know. Okay. Well, I'm playing on a 100% legitimate GameCube. This is the Wii version, to be fair. Alright, so... process three-dimensional space. There we go. Okay, so... it's dead ahead, take the elevator down, and then go all the way to the bottom and go through the portal. Got it. Later, Draco. Have a good evening. No, I have to fight these things. But I don't wanna. They used like 20 ammo each. And they keep going up there where I can't shoot them. Dark beam, then missile. Oh, yeah. There we go. I knew I already got them to pretty low health with the light beam, so... Purple and blue bars are... yeah, so the purple bar is my dark beam ammo, the blue bar is my light beam ammo. And then missiles is just the number up top in the top right. There we go. Welcome to the chat room. Weird. Surface designed to work with an advanced movement system. Without this system, the surface is inaccessible. What? I ain't ever seen these things in my life, and you're telling me I'm here to get an upgrade for those things, specifically? No, I'm definitely here to get the power bomb. Surely. Are you ready for a puzzle, boss? Powerbomb Guardian. Ah! Powerbomb dropping Darkling. Target can generate and fire high-yield explosives at will. Only massive kinetic damage will damage this enemy. Kablow. Ah, don't shoot me all the way off. Spiderball Guardian Epilogue. Well, you gotta use the new power that you just got. And the power bomb is a like morph ball based ability, so it makes sense. I don't know why that power bomb didn't obliterate me, but no complaints. Ouch. Damn it. No! The double... No! No! Ah! It's fine. Powerbomb Guardian defeated. Smirsh. Oh wait, I'm underwater. Right. Or I'm not. Because this isn't underwater in the Dark World. There it is. Doop-de-doop-de-doodly-doop. All that fucking denzium throughout the game, you better watch out. Cause things has changed round here. Powerbomb acquired. You got the wide beam. Yeah, thanks. I feel like I might run out of the powerbomb ammo in this game. I don't think I ever did in Prime 1, but... I've never played these games before, so like technically, I don't know that there's a light suit, but I got a pretty good feeling there's gonna be a light suit. Is there any other yellow doors around here? I hella don't remember if there was anything just throughout these rooms that incidentally needed power bombs. I guess I could go through and check. Right, because I can't go back up from here in the Dark World anyways. So I could go, just like, check bup, bup, and then kablow, because that one's got a portal anyways. Alright. That's the plan, then. Like, what's the plan? Like, what's the plan? The plan? Woo! Ow. Oh, I gotta kill these guys. There we go. Let's go through the portal. I want to check these rooms in the Dark World. See if there's anything here. Power bomb ammunition required. Oh, right. This room is weird. There we go. Huh. Haha! Oh, you only have 2 power bombs at a time? Damn. Messed up. Huh. Neither of them dropped, Neither of them dropped power bomb ammo. Oh wait, one of them did. It just took forever. Look at that. Zoom. Can I scan these things already? These things are beefy. They're still going? I can't log onto it. You gonna drop anything? Aha! It did drop us something. Okay. Ingworms. Okay, so it seems like pretty much the only thing about this place was the only Denzium in those Dark World rooms was just opening up the doors so you could loop around. Huh. Does that shape mean that it exists in the Dark World? But its placement implies that if it does exist in the Dark World, it would be in, like, under the water. Which I cannot navigate. Okay. So I can't get that thing yet, and I'm definitely gonna forget where it was by the time that I have the ability to get it. C'est la vie. No, give me the ammo. Zoom. Oh wait, was there a thing in there? Aha! There was a thing in there. Oh boy. The captioner, the old captioner system that I used to use, was able to get, it used to get emojis. So I could, like, say the words eggplant emoji, and it would put one in. Eventually it stopped doing that, and this new system that I'm using has never done that. Oh god. Alright, I see how it is. No, slightly too early. Slightly too late. E-Tank! Hooray! I'm glad I saw that, the bomb slot and was like, did I get that yet? And I hadn't. Spider-Ball track, huh? What's my grand prize for this affair? Oh ho! Secret tunnel. And a missile expansion? So generous. Structural analysis complete. Unit is part of a water purification system. Filtration module within unit has long since expired. Auto-run feature initiated. Elevator to Sanctuary Fortress. Ah, shortcut. I guess it's generally for the best to just, like, continue to make as much progress as possible to just get all of the upgrades and then worry about finding all the little secret bonuses. Where am I in the Sanctuary Fortress? Behind a powerbomb door, I guess. That would make sense. Ooh. Lord. Our battered forces gathered in the Sanctuary Fortress to prepare for the inevitable siege there. They didn't wait long. Wave after wave of Ing assaulted the greatest of our fortresses with one goal in mind, to seize the energy there. The Ing turned the machines of the Sanctuary against our warriors, and soon all was lost. The energy of Sanctuary was taken by the Ing. Only one energy controller remained on Ether. Okay, Sonic security system, still don't have that. Caretaker class drone, rogue maintenance drone. Drone designed to protect a magnetic rail chamber. Chamber's rails are a boost jump apart. Perhaps the Luminoth were experimenting with boost technology. Later, Asp. Thanks for hanging out. Power bomb expansion. I want that. Blast door has been weakened. The Denzium. I don't have any power bombs. Excuse me, sir. Could you drop a power bomb for me, please? Be really kind of you. This one did. This one just dropped missiles. Ah, so I go in there, and then I go to that. And then I can get that. I see how it is. I see what's cooking. Big boy busting through? Am I actually gonna have to fight you? I'd rather I didn't. Ooh, free power bomb. Excuse me. Okay, bye. That is not a wall. You can absolutely just walk right off of that and have to go through all these portals again. Okay. Whoop. Power bomb expansion. I can carry 3 power bombs. Does it refill my power bombs? It gave me 1. That's better than none. Ouch. You gonna drop anything, bud? Nothing. Okay. Ouch. 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 Hey! Alright. I think I'm gonna wrap things up here. Half an hour early, I suppose. And on a stream wherein I spent like an hour lost. To be fair, that is the longest I have spent lost in Metroid Prime thus far. Great entertainer he is. Thanks, Taran. Yeah, I'm still having a good time. The Sanctuary Fortress is very cool design, and the enemies are pretty neat. The Spider Guardian I thought was totally fine, but the morph ball platforming thing that was like immediately after the the Spider Guardian kind of blows. But yeah. Looking forward to playing more of that, especially now that I can deal with the goddamn Denzium that's everywhere. I can now open up like half of the pathways in the game. This is crazy. Upcoming streams. Tuesday is going to be the start of Lost Judgment. Thursday is going to be the start of Ghost Trick. And Saturday might be the start of a series of streams where I'm doing like a little gimmick thing. I guess since there's there's potentially a couple of new folks here, I will say, the gimmick is guiding someone through Dark Souls via non-stop co-op mod. Someone who has not played Dark Souls in the past. I'm gonna play Dark Souls with someone and be their support unit. And so that ought to be a pretty good time. I'm looking forward to that. If that does not start on Saturday, and I do have a Switch 2 by then, Saturday will probably be goofing around on the Switch 2. So that way it's tax deductible. And then we'll be back with more Metroid Prime 2 next Monday. Hat becomes Navi. Yeah, that's basically the intent. That's basically the goal here. I think it'll be a good time. Thanks again to Dan for the 102 gift subs, which is still obscene. Thanks again to... Oh god, the UI is so not good here. Thanks again to Ash for the gift sub, N for the 100 bits, Cult for the 100 bits, N for the second 100 bits for 200. And thanks to Fidel for the resub, and Perry2 for the follow. Alright, who's up? Who's streaming? Oh shit! Birthday Sheep, the stream title says. It may be Umpuko's birthday, and if so, we're gonna go wish him a happy birthday. And if the birthday was yesterday, we'll wish them a happy belated birthday. But Umpuko is a cool friend. Zildric is streaming Deltarune Chapter 1. Looks to be getting close to the end. And Spout is streaming Marbles. But we're gonna raid the sheep. So, thanks again everyone for showing up and hanging out and chatting and all that good stuff. Thanks again for all of the support, the gift subs and the bits and all that. And hopefully I will see you all again on Tuesday for the start of Lost Judgment. Have a good one.